Good morning! Good morning, okay. My little latte-lings. It's actually very much not morning for me right now, but that's not the problem. The problem was we weren't able to stream yesterday, and we gotta make it up today. Because that's, I think, more important to, well, I didn't mean to do that, my bad. I think it's more important that I make up the stream because I feel really bad about missing the stream yesterday, and basically that. But today we're doing Zenless instead of Arknights because we're doing Arknights on Tuesday after the new update where we get Siege, and I haven't decided if I'm pulling for her yet, but that's gonna be fun. So I'll probably do the current event that's another time because it's kind of just like a normal combat event, so there's no real— oh, I forgot to put on Zenless. Let me do that real quick. Where are we? There we go. There we go. Okay, nice. Alright, I have been slacking a little bit on Zenless Zone Zero, but we have more time today. I normally stream in kind of like in between plans. But the plans being waking up and dinner. Usually my stream time is between the moment I wake up, so I eat lunch, and dinner time. So lucky for us today, I just ate dinner. So we'll have a bit of extra time today, and we're gonna do the anby quest today, which will be really fun. I've heard good things about it. I've heard that it's like a lot better than the other recent quests that I've been getting, which is really fun and exciting for me because one of the things I was worried about for Zenless was I felt like the stories weren't emotionally impactful enough. So if anby is good, that's really exciting for me. And if we have extra time, we'll get into some other stuff, but I don't really think we will. Yeah. So let's just get into it. Oh yeah, also Trigger's on banner now. We should probably try her out. Star demo. I mean, I think Trigger is kind of cool. I like her poses that she has. I just think she's a little too much for me. I don't think I could have her on my account and feel okay. Hold on. There we go. And that volume a little bit. I also brought water today because I don't always drink water for my streams. It's kind of a bad habit of mine. But I have water today. By water I mean Sprite. Too much what? Too much butt, obviously. Too much cake. I don't know. I would feel kind of uncomfortable having her in my account. Let's see again the one right shadow. Hitting enemies with basic attack dodge counter, blah 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 blah, whatever. So with another agent's EX attack to activate her harmonizing shot. That's cool. That's cool. Wait. I would kind of pull for her just for that. I think that's really cool. Launch an EX attack or enter coordinated support state. In this state, harmonizing shot fires are frequently, it doesn't consume purge. Yeah, this does look really fun, unfortunately. It's a shame that every time I see her, like, with her animations, she's just like, what? I would say no hate, but just like a little bit of hate, you know? Like within reason. I do think she's really cool though, conceptually. I do think she's really cool. Better character design first, better demo, and quest appearances really sold me. Oh yeah, she does have a quest, doesn't she, now? Man. I don't know if we have time to get to that, though. I have a confession to make, actually. I haven't watched her trailer yet. I keep meaning to, but I keep forgetting as well. It's really rough. I think it might still be a little loud. I'm turning it down a little bit more. That should be good. I do really like her animations when they're not being like showing off her assets, if you will. You could do it now. I could do it now, yeah. Am I allowed to watch Hoyo stuff on YouTube? Like on stream? Is that copyrighted? It might be. Does she auto dodge? Man. Everyone has an auto dodge now. Everyone and their mom. I've never seen anyone have issues with that. Okay. Well, let's do the character demos first, and then I'll pull it up. I'll take a look. I guess the issue is I play on Ciendom, and I think it's gonna be kind of jarring to hear EN for the first time in forever. That is just a me problem, obviously. So maybe we can get over that. Hold to enter basic present mode, and we'll do 6 attacks in there. Yeah. And then we drag the joystick during her basic attack. That's how you know we dodge. They don't have CN uploaded on YouTube, do they? They do, it's just they don't have subtitles. And like, I can understand enough of it, but it's also like, man, just kind of unfortunate. Man, Julian feels so different to play now. I have her in my account, but ugh. Considering how mobile like a lot of other characters are, it definitely is a different vibe. Man! Alright, 2 more to go. Oh, 1 more to go. That's my girl. So excited we're gonna go see her soon, you know? Bam, 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 bam. I am really excited for this anby quest though. I've been kind of thinking about when I'm gonna stream it, considering my current stream schedule is once a week, and I don't do enough streams to keep up with all the content I want to. The channel Random Plays Video Archive has it with English subs, so the quality isn't amazing. Oh, really? Maybe I'll check it out then, yeah. Hello, Peace, it's good to see you again. It has been a while. I'll pull it up on YouTube here and we'll see how it goes. Let's do it like this. Let's pop this out. Let's do it like this. Let's look up Zenless Zone Zero. I think the title of this game, the name of this game, is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. It's such a mouthful. It rolls off the tongue well, but it's such a mouthful. All right. I'll do this. I'll full screen it. We'll swap. Man, there's so much work to doing all these tech things. I'm kind of stupid, so I don't know how to do these very well and very fast. There's probably a better way to do this. I just don't know it. Swap you over, maybe? Hold on, I'm kind of stupid. Don't I have this on a separate tab? Why isn't it showing up? I just call those endless. Yeah, I like calling it zzz, you know? Okay, there we go. That works. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and I make it visible and then hide Zenless so we don't. There we go. All right, now unmute that. Subtitles are in Chinese traditional. I'll just turn them off. we'll just figure it out. Hopefully this works.
这里是11号呼叫班机，距你200米内有一名子嗣绑架案件的幸存者，请尽快找到。
Tiny child.
收到，请回复。班机。收到，已发现幸存者。
It's easy to make an emotional trailer if you have a child. Because murdering kids is bad.
我是小熊奥德派来的救兵啊。小熊
Oh wait, that's so cute.
坏东西。
Just give those two the same health.
奥德，开车。收到。奥德真的在开车。后面达到1米了。遵命，奥德长官。
I think she's kind of cool.
坐稳了，我和奥德长官要解决坏人了。
God dang! They're... Wow. That's so cute, man. Okay. Dang. That's so clean. This fight choreo is so good. Yeah, okay. This isn't for children, she says, as she sits on the windshield. Totally not dead yet.
我们是互相托付后辈的关系，希望大姐姐也能有自己的小熊。
行动结束，回去报告吧。没想到你挺擅长哄小孩的，很开心。没有，这不过只是任务的一环。你的眼罩可不是这么说的。很明显吗？
That's cute. I like that. I like that. It's a good trailer. We're also getting spoilers on the side. That's crazy. Is Toss on list for Zenless trailer choreo? Yeah, no, for sure. Like I was looking at like this is all like it already starts out really strong like with this. But the pacing is so clean. Like wow, hold on. I want to just like appreciate the sequence real quick. Like, dang. I also really like how like evident it is. I mean, obviously it's evident because she has like a mask literally designed for this purpose. Like that her feelings are like really, she's really expressive despite not having eyebrows and eyes. Right? Like the way her things changes and her like pose here is really cute. Wait, hold on. I want to go back a little bit. I want to see the jiggle physics of this the smear frame. Looks at that. Dang. That's so cute, man. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like this one. Now let's watch the other one. I'm gonna hide this just in case. I don't really know what's on my YouTube right now, so. Such good animation for real. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking this when watching, sorry, this is gonna be Star Rail slander right now. Close your ears if you don't want to hear. But I've been on a bit of a Star Rail hate train lately, because that's the other game that I play a lot. Not really a lot anymore. But, I've been feeling their cinematics just don't kind of match the vibe of the story, and that like Star Rail's like choreography is kind of like weak and the pacing is kind of weird. Just like a general vibe. Like I can't, and they're also too short. So it's like the combination of things. Like I've not really enjoyed it. But then I'm looking at Zenless and I'm just like, I feel those exacerbated more. I think Zenless has really good trailers, and I'm really glad they didn't go like the full Gooner route like they kind of do sometimes. Jane is still my favorite trailer for a storytelling overall, though. I can't remember Jane's off the top of my head. I feel so bad. I remember liking Jane a lot, though. I think she's so cool. Let's watch her. Let's watch Trigger's other trailer.
程序已接入，开始第7次审讯。对象：利拉小队。
The interrogation? Ah, right.
班机，之前的战绩超过。
I'm not the biggest fan of that one. It does feel a little bit too scandalous for me.
近战击杀35只蚁骸，班机的新纪录。
还是李特谢谢。听好了，班
Damn.
战斗还有恋爱都要这样主动出击。
少教他这些歪理，斯蒂
Wish
克
my
斯
share could do that.
还有，下次我可不会输。
哇，这次谁会赢？来下个注。
谁说我家班机要谈恋爱的？经过我同意了吗？
That's
海龙
crazy.
队长，冷静。
抱歉。哎，不对，科技托斯，你怎么又在基地违规录像？
班机，这先拿着，我先撤了。
大家真有活力。
班机，你所说的大家是指里拉小队的队
人，我们是托付后辈的同伴。你是谁？
Well, not lie. Some of the vocabulary is going over my head.
现在在哪里？
他们不是就在这里吗？
这里没有其他人。根据你的证词，他们确实从0号空洞的灾害中幸存了，对吗？
是0号空洞。
还是不会赢，为什么？这样再不来的话，
对，好吃有准备。班机，理智。放心，我会保护好大家。
不成功，和可能的比赛，我想赢。班机，你想起了什么？
他们。
This vibe is like completely different, man.
他们到底在哪里？
班机，你的眼睛，坚持住，咱们还没分出胜负呢。
你的队友全都下落不明，最终离开空洞的只有你一个人。回答我，他们在哪里？到底发生了什么？
只有我，不可能。
班机，冷静些。
我保护好他们了。
够了！
在哪里？我在哪里？松开我！
It's been quite dark. I'm here for it. Dude. Not gonna lie, I cannot express my shock when I found out we had organ harvesting. And then now everyone has lost all their friends.
卡戎遗留的这张破乐谱还真管用。那怎么处置他？队友还活着，看来只是胡言乱语。只要没有其他幸存者来佐证，对我们追责的隐患就不存在。清理掉记录和证据，把他放了吧。
大家，我一定会找到你们。
That's exciting. That's exciting. That's exciting. That's exciting. Wonderful news. Wonderful news. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, yeah. What a good time this is in Zenless Zone Zero. That's really good for me though. I'm really happy that they are starting to add more like dark themes into this game. And I do really like how I guess how expansive they make New Eridu feel, even though it's just one city, right? I think that's really cool. And I'm excited to play anby's story now, because God, I want to sound so stupid if I get this wrong. Trigger, isn't it, right? Trigger's an anby's story, right? Because I remember in the main quest, part of the thing was that like Anby had seen or met like Trigger because of a mission that she was going through, and then that's why she was there, kind of vibe. I don't know. It seems really interesting. I'm just gonna. That's fine. I have no time for all those. Let's just I'm actually just gonna do all these. Let's do some polls as well since we have them. Everything's connected by the city, so we have Genshin and Star Rail issue so far, where people of different nations or planets hardly interact. Yeah, I do agree with that. It is. I mean, I feel like the separation in New Eridu is more about class than like physical distance. All right, but no, I definitely think I see what you mean, because like I noticed this less with Genshin because the Genshin's world is like really small. I remember measuring recently like the distance between like Natlan and Inazuma, and it's only like 14 kilometers. Genshin World is really small. So I feel like and there's like also the transportation wise, I feel like it's a little easier. Whereas Star Rail definitely feels like, oh, you're from this icy cold planet. Why are you with limited technological resources? Why are you suddenly on Space China, the most technically advanced like nation in the universe, right? Or one of them at least. I do get the feeling a lot more with like Star Rail about that. I do think Zenless makes it feel a lot more natural. Anyway, let's do 20 pulls here for the standard banner, or 30 pulls. I don't think I'll pull for a Trigger because I do want Vivian a little bit more, so I'll save on that. Hey, anyway, the characters can travel in Star Rail once we visit them. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of problems with Star Rail lately. Sorry. Sorry if anyone here likes Star Rail a lot. I'm really sorry. I tried really hard to like the game. Feels like they don't want us to think about it. Yeah, a little bit. There it is, just like, oh yeah, we have the subway system. We have cars. That's all you need in this place. You know? And I respect that, you know? I hope that the public transit here is better funded. I hope that the mayor funds the public transit better than they do in America and Canada. Alright. I have no clue how many pulls we're at. We're just gonna go through it. Hey, 2 A ranks. Yo, I've always wanted that. I clicked too fast, but I wanted that engine for a long time. The one with like all the food inside. It's hard to muster the enthusiasm for Amphorius. Yeah, I feel. Oh. Yeehaw! Hi, Corn. If it takes anything will match it. That's fair. Come on. I hope it's a character. Is this for? Oh no, Seth, isn't it? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Get to the good stuff already. Come on. Who's that for? I guess Wenjins are a little bit more useful than characters, I think, actually. Ah, Coletta. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That's nice. I mean, I have Coletta, so why not? Nice. Alright, cool. But yeah, no, I definitely... I don't know, man. I feel like I'm kind of crazy for not liking a lot of Star Rail. Because I see a lot of people online saying stuff like, oh yeah, no, this like most recent patch for like, not Zenless, sorry. We're playing Zenless. Hey, nice. People saying like, oh yeah, the most recent patch for like Star Rail, like, oh, Amphorius 3.1 was so peak. Like, oh, Amphorius, like, oh yeah, like 3.0, like, I like that. Like that was so good. What am I looking for? People say stuff like that, and I'll just kind of feel kind of conflicted because I don't. I didn't like it. Falling off Star Rail 2, so it's definitely not just you. Okay, I mean, I do think there's a lot of like, what's the word for it? It's like somehow I was thinking of the word viscosity. That's not the right word. But there's a lot of vitriol, I guess, around Star Rail right now. Which is understandable, I guess. I just don't see a lot of like good faith criticism. I either see a lot of people glazing it really hard, or people who are like extremely harsh critics to the point of like saying like, oh yeah, everything about this is terrible, right? And I feel like both sides of the coin are kind of like, I mean, I guess if you have to choose one, I am on the side of like, man, Star Rail sucks, right? But I just like to see good faith criticism, and I just don't see a lot of that. Nuance is kind of dead. Man. On the internet discussion, at least. Yeah, that's why I personally look for one person whose opinions I vibe with just a little bit, and then I talk to them, and that person is like my oh, I haven't unlocked any of these. Oops. Yeah, I choose one person whose vibes I kind of like, and then that person becomes my moral compass for the week. It's a legit problem. People nowadays, you're either all for or all against. That is true, and it comes from oh, is this the one? Echoes of Silver? That sounds so cool. That's pretty cool. And it comes from like a group mentality, because people like to stick to their groups a lot more nowadays. And at the very least, the groups are bigger, and so like the echo chamber becomes a little bit bigger kind of vibe, something like that. I don't know, whatever. I think it's important to talk to people with different opinions than you and like disagree appropriately. But anyway, oh, I spilled a little bit. Anyway. Yeah, so chances are I'll probably be dropping Star Rail. The only thing keeping me tethered to that game is the fact that it keeps teasing like connections to Genshin, and Genshin is by far my favorite Hoyo game, right? Zenless is getting, like, it seems that the storytelling in Zenless is getting stronger and stronger, which I'm really happy about, because if it reaches the level of Genshin for me, I'll be really happy. It's just been like a little bit weak so far, but it's not even been a year yet, so I have hope for this game. The other one though, I don't know. But Genshin, I'm a Genshin glazer, absolutely. I think that game is like, it's got problems with the storytelling sometimes, but I think it's got some of the best world building in all of fiction, and I would die by that word. So I hope Zenless gets as good as that. Although it's a high bar, I don't know. Forgot the place is called Waterfall Soup. General Chop doing okay. That's my boy. Turn the volume down too low earlier.
乔普师傅告诉我，11号已经很久没来吃过拉面了。我们也有阵子没收到他的联络了吧
World Genshin wins sheer density? A little bit, yeah. World quests and lore. Man, I could eat that lore with like a soup spoon and like a ladle. Just unfortunate that the main story hasn't been hitting. I don't really know what happened. I feel like they put the B team on for their main story for Natlan. What happened? I can't believe they do that to me. Sorry, I think I was playing with my audio balancing recently, but I think it like defaulted. There we go. Yeah, I played with my audio balancing recently, and I guess it reset, so I need to save that real quick. So I'm sorry if you're gonna change your audio settings again. My bad. Okay, there we go. This way. Is the game not? Man, I don't know. Audio balancing is such a misery. What happened earlier? Anyway, not the point. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that works. Anyway, maybe she's busy with something.
会不会是他有什么重要的事情在忙？
有事情在忙吗？可是既然对方是0，之前他即使在任务中也会想办法回复。
Audio bouncing is so hard. Ugh.
现在真令人担心呢。要是他的队友能陪着他就好了。
Only her squad mates with her. 3 days late ago, Trigger visited Scott Outpost. Ugh, I wish they'd stop doing this to me, where they have sections that are clearly part of the story and they're just unvoiced. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? That's the joke, she doesn't have eyes anymore. They're closed right now. Don't worry, I'm fine. And I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Recently, she keeps getting redeployed, and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. We are colleagues, after all, so I thought perhaps you might have some information. You're in luck. However, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard, and go get a good night's sleep. For her sake, if nothing else. Thanks. I'll do for you too, Ray. I know you say that to everyone, but fine. Here goes. Someone who looks a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted in Hollow Zero. According to eyewitness accounts, she was with some armed individuals who are not Defense Force personnel. Also, I need precise coordinates. Are you heading out right now? The Trigger? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I do remember this. I don't know who she has synergy with, aside from Silver Star anby.
有事？
整装待发。
Can't be used.
别好意思，有差小事情。
Yeah, I don't know who triggers can be used with. I guess she can be used with like pretty much anyone. She's pretty versatile.
再加我叫出打赢仓长。
来吧，该开工了。
Oh, I guess we'll just do this then. You can have with everyone? Anyone? Yeah, okay. I will say, sorry, this is gonna be more Star Rail slander again. like tangentially. But, what is it? I think one thing that Zenless does well, and one thing Genshin does well, is that team building is quite versatile for the most part. That, like, in general, you can kind of put any kind of teams together, and it can work well. You just need, like, a little bit of technique and a little bit of, like... You just need to play around it a little bit, basically. But you can kind of do whatever the heck in these games. Whereas I feel like for Star Rail, you're kind of locked into team building. Like, if you're playing this character, you need to have three other characters that are likely all gacha. Because otherwise, this character is not viable. Alright? So anyway, I think that's good about Zenless and Genshin. Not so much Star Rail. We're doing a lot of Star Rail slander on this stream. Which is, my bad. I'm really sorry if that's the game that you guys like. But evidently I don't. And, yeah. Man. I need to stop. Is no mechanical skill element in Star Rail too? Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just that the gameplay is like dull enough that there's It's just that the gameplay for Star Rail is dull enough that it's kind of like whatever, I guess. It doesn't feel fun. But the milk stats, or they need or they don't. Yeah. It definitely does feel a little bit like that. I need more heckin' skill points. Oh, that works too. Yeah, so like the other games are a lot more skill based for sure. Especially this game, I think if the skill like ceiling for it is really, it's kind of fun to play around. I don't know. They sound like the only avenues to power creep. That is, yeah, that's kind of the problem with like what used to call turn-based games in general as gacha. You can't really do anything except power creep, but I think Star Rail still takes it a little too fast. Because there is ways to power creep well, you know? They'll give an elemental weakness system so soon? Dude, I'm kind of mad about that one actually. I think that one's like genuinely terrible. They're releasing a character soon that like can implant 7 weaknesses, which is like, I don't know. I disagree with that fundamentally. Zone hit me, you're from the defense zone. A soldier of the people. You can't go dishing out vigilante justice, can you? Is Money Mini too? Yeah. I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in a place we know we can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine. I'll tell you everything. Looking for that woman, right? The woman wearing a military uniform like yours with that intriguing face? Others already restrained her and they took her that way. That's so. Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger sends a button of gun hard and against the enemy's mask. Big Soldier's wailing doesn't save him from being forcibly put to sleep. Sending him to peaceful oblivion was an act of mercy. Damn. Soldier oh! What happened? I do think it's kind of funny that Trigger's concept is that she's a sniper, but then she does this. It's not bad by any means, I just think it's kind of funny. Anyway. Happy things only. Oh. I'm not stupid. I was like, where is he? I'm glad I finally know how Trigger works because I remember playing with her in the main story and I was like, man, I have no clue what to do with her. Amazing. Amidst all the etheric turbulence, Trigger catches sight of Soldier 11. However, something feels different. Soldier 11 is not acting like her usual self. Yeah, that's not Soldier 11. Come on, Trigger. I know you have no eyes, but like, come on.
你们应该不是他的对手，你们对他做了什么？
瞎子狙击手，你看得到？
放下他，不然我的子弹会替我找到道路。
Okay, my goal for today, since we see Trigger quite a bit here, we're gonna try to figure out what her mask colors mean. Red clearly is angry.
你的朋友没救了，狙击手，你根本无法阻止白银的复苏。
Oh, revival. As Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanishes with a true fissure with Soldier 11 in his arms. When enemies begin closing in, by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed. Blue is sad.
白银的复苏，那是什么意思？
Nice. I will say also, I wasn't originally a fan of the grayness of Zero. I think Zenless is a little bit too gray for my likings. Even still, I still think that a little bit. But I've started to appreciate it more because it is like this kind of like cinematic, what's the word? Grading that they kind of use in movies a lot, which kind of fits into the movie vibe of the entire game. And also it makes like a lot of the really bright colors stand out. And so I started to appreciate it more. I know I've talked about I've slandered this color style a lot before, but I've developed a little bit of appreciation. What do you mean by gray? The game is just kind of like generally gray. Yeah, the city setting, the characters are a little bit grayer. The shading, like when you see like the shadow parts that hit the wall, there's not like a true black color in this game except for the text box. And I think it's usually pretty evident when you see these kind of text scenes or sequences. But I started to appreciate it a little bit. I missed that previous line because I was gonna voice it and I forgot to. Soldier 11 and I will both be using up all of our leave starting today. Are you going on vacation together? Without me? I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know. Soldier 11, haven't you found her yet? Yeah. Please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on the plate. Oh, I can't say words, god dang. Are you sure you don't need my help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest. After all, Soldier 11's frequent redeployments are also on orders from higher-ups. Then am I the kick or the hornet's nest? I want to be the hornet's nest. That way you'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Why would I ever talk about Never mind. There's something else too. What? There's more? I want to know, what does Silver's revival mean? It sounds like a new Astro Yao album. You're so sleep deprived that you lost your sense of humor. Silver's revival or whatever. You want me to ask you about it on the internet? You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. Always missing hearing. Whoa! I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Ha! Stop it, you. Seriously, talk for someone who actually needs it. Yuri! Now, Soldier Trigger, I ordered you to go get some rest. 2 days later, Trigger receives a call from her companion. According to her reply, she's already reached out to the informant through internet. The contact information, a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger! Yeehaw! Trigger got Riz? Yeah, for real. I want to see her girlfriend. A young woman holding a fried chicken burger. I hope I can recognize the smell of a fried chicken burger. Okay, one other thing that bothers me a little bit about Trigger is, I don't know, the silhouette of the thing on her face, like next to her face. I don't have a camera option, do I? Yeah, that like, I don't know, it looks like a manufacturing part, and I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely something. But I like her hair though. I think her hair is kind of cool, even though it's just a ponytail. And I do kind of like her backless, like, pants, I guess. I think that's actually really cool, even though you can see the... Whoa. You can see some parts that I don't really feel like you're supposed to see in daily life. Just like walk like this. Much better. Young lady. She's not holding a burger. They lied.
你好，在神网上联系我的是你吗？
Teal. I wonder what teal means. Calm, I guess.
哦，汉堡，不好意思，肚子太饿，汉堡已经吃掉了。
Of course. But under scrutiny of so many nitpicks. Yeah, I like her vibe and like general vibe. I think Zenless has good designs when you look at just vibes, but not when you think about it a little bit more. A painful strap supposed to be under her midriff. Yeah. Especially because they can't be like... They're not meant for comfort, evidently, because they're meant to hold stuff as well.
谢谢你找到我。那么，让我们一起来阻止白银的复苏吧。你说你叫什么名字来着？
Sorry, I think it's really funny. Girl, that burger. Hello. Oh, the burger. Sorry, I'm sorry you finished it. She's so real. She's just like me.
我还没来得及自我介绍，也还没决定要不要相信你。
哦，
I'm gonna lean back a little bit. I'm a little sleepy.
请不要发出这种心灵
Just
受
a
伤的
general
声音。
vibe.
我无法信任一个第一次见面，仅仅在神网上口说无凭的表示知情的人，也是很正常的吧？
Is Orange embarrassed?
可是，无法否认，我从你身上感受到了某种熟悉感。
And what's pink?
虽然看不到你的脸，但你让我想起了一位朋友。现在，他正处于危难中。
Like thoughtfulness, maybe?
他被那些人带走了，对吧？
你究竟知道多少？
How much do you actually know?
对现在正在发生的事，我知道的不比你多。你或许听过我的名字，我叫安比，白银军队长安比。
Anby.
你就是
班吉，我就是那个代替了11号去死的人。所以，
如果说我还不能立刻相信你，你能理解吗？
请放心，我见过比你还多疑的人。口说无凭，不如这样，我们在空洞里见吧。
I can't believe Nicole let her go. I can't believe Nicole let her go free and like live her life and stuff.
空洞。
我很不擅长言辞，如果能用行动让你明白，就太好了。你只需要看着我战斗就可以。
Oh, true. So you're that, Anby. Sorry, I can't trust you yet. And it looks like I must earn your trust. Let's meet in the Hollow. Once you see my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, it's a deal. Let's each head there and prepare. Ugh, let me move my mic closer as well. I wanna like... I'm slouching really badly. But I normally sit up pretty straight when I stream, so it's good to take a break once in a while. Hi, Bill. Hi, Wise. You know, it's like seeing celebrities. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's them. The famous Phaeton? Anby, you still haven't gone back to the cutting hairs? Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time we sort videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation, and I don't want to drag the cutting hairs into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, but not them? That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store, and I'll bring you burgers too. Anby? What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand, thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know? That's cute. Well, that's part one. That part one's already done? Hold on. I just see my camera so I can slouch down. That was short. A short while later. Anby, are you going out? Yeah, is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice, burgers, milk, burgers, or anything? I might pass by a store on the way back from the Hollow. Off to the Hollows again, just like that. I made an agreement with someone. Rest assured, I've already prepared the carrots. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need milk or hamburgers. We just want you to come return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will. In that case, I'll be off. Are they gonna make me play as... Surely they're not gonna make me play as normal Anby and Trigger, right? Surely they're gonna give me, like, Silver Star Anby, right? Surely, right? Surely they're not just gonna make me... That's fine. That's fine. Dude, that's a waste of running water. Messed up. Hi, Fleega. You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11's the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment, nor has she even been out of contact. It's kind of loud. I'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
就让我好好看清你的动作吧。
了解。
I can't believe they're making me play as 2 stun characters. Messed up. What am I supposed to do? Infinitely stun them? Man. Lower accurate, but at what cost?
负隅顽抗。 太难了，给机会。
不行，这个太弱了，无法向你充分展示我的战斗。
Can't show my full combat abilities. Hey.
你看起来不像是会说这种话的类型啊。
Really for the server that the chasing days logs are too slow. Yeah, I also kind of feel that. Like occasionally they're too fast when they were in like combat sequences and stuff, and like they'll go by and you don't even have a chance to read them. But then all other times it just takes way too long.
你果然就是那个安比，不可能是别人。战斗的姿态是生死间的本能反应，比履历或信物更难造假。你和11号，无论是攻击的节奏，还是运用以太的方式都。 几乎完全一致。
I am really glad that this is like canon and like intentional and not just laziness. Because I remember early in the game, like when the game was first released, like people what's it called? People were skeptical about the similar animations between Anby and Soldier 11, and people were like also theorizing about like the connection between them. But it seemed kind of like weird at the time. I'm glad that they're confirming it, but also not just confirming it, but like drawing attention to it, you know? It's good. Clear the next segment, then skip some dialogue. Yeah, yeah.
我们是姐妹。如果“姐妹”这个词的意义包括从同一个蓝本制造出的复制体们在内的话
I don't think so. I don't think that's what sisters means, Anby.
所以，群中那些关于白银军的传言是真的。
你知道多少？
How much have you heard?
我所知道的只是，白银军不再存在了，通过生物手段量产士兵。
That there might have been actual sisters rather than clones, yeah.
据我所知，智能构造体除外，所有人都是通过生物手段来到这个世界上的。
Delivered by storks.
送子鸟之类的，所以制造1、2个或1、200个，理应没有本质差别。
那是个玩笑吗？
我的玩笑一直不好笑，真抱歉。
That's kind of cute.
该抱歉的是我，我太震惊了。我一直以为那不可能，军方不可能掌握这种程度的技术。如果能做到这种事，批量生产士兵，
既然可以用量产的复制体填炮灰，为什么还要活生生的人类士兵去送死？这就是你的问题吧？
至少允许我用更委婉的言辞说一遍呢。
没关系，我不会生气的，不会因为这种事。
I do really like how Trigger clearly wears her like heart on her sleeve, I guess. That's kind of cute.
他们会告诉你，因为复制体士兵太贵了，一名能改变战场的白银军战士，造价不会比一名优秀将领的全部培养成本和抚恤金加起来便宜太多。昂贵之处不在于肉体和意识，而是万中选一的体能、头脑和反应。更昂贵之处在于，出于某些截至研究终止时还未曾完全了解的原因，这些优秀的素质并不能在量产中得到100%的遗传。
She's very frank. No, she's very Trigger. Sorry, that's terrible.
他们接下来会告诉你，四品没有作为士兵存在的价值。
安比，我不是这个意思。
我相信，但是总有人是这个意思。
Got me there. So that's horrible. I repent for my sins.
总有人想利用我们做点什么，或许这就是白银军毁灭的原因。我不会原谅那些人，所有人。但唯一的幸运，好像正是这不幸本身。
I've always wondered what those giant canisters on anby's outfit are. Like, on one hand they look like screws, while on the other hand it looks like giant pockets for like, I don't know, thermoses. Maybe that's where she keeps all her burgers.
随着白银军的覆灭，这项罪恶的技术随之失落。
Like they say form follows function, but I do not really see where the function is here.
至少我曾这么以为。
白银的复苏，意思是有人重新启用了这项技术，而11号被掳走，也和这件事有关。不得不承认，现在看来，这是最可靠的推论。
Each one unscrews to reveal its own burger. Not gonna lie, that'd be a really sick like meal plan. Although it kind of sucks when you're just running around and you're fighting enemies and each burger gets smashed into the corners of the mini thermos, right? And then suddenly you have like ketchup everywhere, you have like meat giblets all over the place, and then the buns are squished, right? Because of the movement of your arms.
可据我所知，你们当年的资料应该全部被毁掉了。难道在防卫军内部？
Also be a hassle to clean.
等等，不对。
你在想什么？
Also, you need your own specialized screwdriver, possibly, for them.
如果是军中秘密复兴这项技术，那么根本不需要把11号掳走那么麻烦。我了解我的同伴，只需要上级一道命令，他就会做个乖宝宝，自动躺上手术台。
I like the way they say it in CN. It's not translated well, but basically Trigger says like if the people up top ordered it, she would lie down like a they say 乖宝宝, like an obedient little baby.
是吗？
It's not funny. It's just
现在
I like the phrasing of it.
他是这样的吗？
他简直是忠诚士兵的范本。你记忆中的11号不是这样的吗？
Yellow is happy.
我记忆中没有11号，只有。
为什么？这里不该有这么多遗骸的。
Damn, we're just about to get a name drop, and suddenly there's guys that keep coming
这
in.
个驱赶遗骸的阵型，
This keeps
真
happening.
的，
什么？
这也是白银军的遗产。我们有位很聪明的姐妹，比起直接战斗，更擅长这个。总之，解决他们吧。这背后，应该就是我们找的人在捣鬼。TWCA 3室，
Whoa.
是那个阵型的名字吗？紧咬目标，敌人打算放武器。
That's messed up that they have a character. They have an enemy that literally can't be
收到。
what do you call? It can't be stunned in here. Why would they do that? Do they hate me in particular? They must.
基用以太视域。好，了解。
Byung, 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 byung. I do like the way they dodge when you do twice in succession. It's kind of funny.
很讨厌。
不喜欢怀旧，又多了解了你一点。加大火力输出。
发现破绽。
这和支援就位。
It's nice that Trigger has a quick assist built into her kit. It makes it really nice to swap.
听从你的指令。
But you know what doesn't feel nice? What doesn't feel nice? The fact that we're running 2 stun units.
将你风化为一体。
有机会。
准备执行协作打击。
This is so toxic.
注意回避。你现在破绽百出。现在是压阵好机会。快速打击。开始进行风天修正。收到。
I do like. I'm trolling. I do like the way Trigger has like her thing where she's doing synchronized attacks. That's pretty cool.
基用以太视域。
发现破绽。
目标已有皮探，
丹尼，走开！
没有任何喘息的机会。
There you go. Thank God. What? No way! Is that anby too? Electric Boogaloo.
那是什么？那就是白银军当年的军服。
原来如此，我们追。
Thank you for letting me finish this. Thank God. Giving me time to finish the dialogue. That lab tucked away on a building somewhere.
不愧是队长，队长的身手果然还和过去一样，
Why is her voice like that?
令人目眩神迷，令人甘心当他的次品。白银军果然不能没有队长。
I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little bit weird to have a girl without an eye call herself a defect.
好痛！哎，给我上药！痛！你这个次品中的次品，不仅是嘴巴，神经也坏掉了吗？给我轻点啊！
Damn.
为什么能用来感受的躯干越少，痛感反倒越是鲜明呢？崔姬，我也很想知道原因啊。
She's just not a very nice person. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
不过这么难的问题，你是无法理解的吧？
I'm a little
你
like,
是笨蛋啊！
why do they have matching cuts in the middle of their chest? But one of them has another additional rip on the side of their chest.
够了，别发出这种没出息的声音。我们的实验体，他还活着吧？你在这里呢。他们现在叫你11号，对吧？真是
This angle's kind of crazy. I get a decent trailer right here.
这么看来，你还真是长了张
Oh, you have the same
可爱
face?
的脸，可爱又可怜。我和你现在也只有这张脸一
A
样。
Taylor? Ah, that makes more sense. They're talking about the physical trailer. I was like, But yeah, no, it definitely seems like their clothing could use some work.
因为不像你，崔姬的四肢已经不在喽，我已经不是完整的白银军了。
Wait, when do we know her team name is Twiggy? When do we know her name is Twiggy? It's kind of funny, actually. Still can't get over the, I was like, oh, you have such a pretty face. Yo, don't you have you have the same face? You have the same face, girl!
为了实验，必须要有完整的肉体才行，所以才需要你。什么？你问我出了什么事？你应该知道的，就是那一天，
Self-play.
你不在的那一天，
So true.
安比队长他用自己换走了你，他再怎么强，也只能救下一个人。为什么是你？为什么不是崔姬呢？告诉我啊，为什么？
Girl, can't you tell she's literally unresponsive?
他们都死了，层层叠叠的压在我身上。当我被人发现时，我的四肢也已经被严重侵蚀，我不能动，也不能反抗。我曾经是个士兵，曾经想要保护这座城市，可是我却……你要死啊！吓死我了！行了，知道了，你是来提醒我的吧？他们来取今天的货了，我去处理一下，然后再回来讲今天的故事。
I wonder if her voice actress is the same as the rest. Like, I wonder if they all share the same voice actress, because I'm pretty sure Soldier 11 has a different voice than Anby, but I'm not sure about the other ones. As the lab trigger press their ears against the frosty steel door, listening closely for the nice sounds inside.
看来11号被关在这里。接下来你有什么计划？
计划吗？
I'm starting to think maybe Teal's like pensive or like thinking.
嘘，我们去那边说吧。
Anby, what's the current plan? It's very simple. I don't even need a map to explain it. Infiltrate the place to rescue Soldier 11. So true. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the whole plan? Yep, please provide support from the outside. They do have different VAs for both said Soldier 11 and Twiggy? Yeah, but between Twiggy and Anby, that's what I'm curious about. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Sword always operates? I'm the captain, and so that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of the backup plans. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing right now, right? With a different Anby main? Oh, okay, I see. I don't know why she's become like this. Her backup plans. What's her style? First, feign weakness before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it's a plan that would only be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you from the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Anby. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand, so I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then. Kinda cute. Anby speaks to the lab through an unguarded air duct. Metal ducts are freezing cold, freezing your skin.
这里面好冷。
我在外面感受到了，空气的味道也很奇怪。
I love when my air smells weird.
噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。
That's crazy. 噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。
好像有人进来了，你躲起来了吗？
放心，这里很暗，而且机器的噪声很大，不会被发现的。
What if she gets heard right now?
哈，11号，你还没醒吗？奇怪，虽然从你身上取走了不少组织，也试验了几种药品，但你不会这样就不行了吧？
Does Twiggy have different eyeliner and different makeup? I mean, obviously she's a scar, but I think her eyes are like her eyelashes are different too.
因为是最小的妹妹，格外喜欢撒娇吗？啊，这样不行，你得起来陪崔姬姐姐玩才行哦。好啦，这样才对。我们来继续讲故事吧。刚才我讲到哪儿来着？对了，讲到了四肢全废的我被好心的拾荒者捡到。哼，真是一群好心人啊。
I wonder what she means about without limbs, because she clearly has limbs. Or they like screwed on afterwards.
他们卖掉了我，可惜新买主贫乏的想象力也找不到我这条肉虫子有什么用处，只能把我转卖给另一个人。
I like the English way the way they write in English. Limbless worm.
我在黑市上和各种商品、黑帮货物、特殊改装过的帮部一起拍卖。白银军就是肉做的帮部，我到那时候才明白，而肉和金属唯一的区别，就是会更痛。接着，我遇到了他，他从黑市上买下了我这个花瓶姑娘，切开我，把手伸进腹腔，确认我器官的状况。你知道的吧？麻药对我们不起作用，所以我很痛。
That's really dark. That's really dark, actually.
忽然，他对我笑了。现在想来，他一定发现了我身体的异常。他告诉我，他曾是军医，被军方除名了，现在在做黑医。他说他是白银军的知情人，愿意帮助我。我接受了几次手术，获得了机械异体， 都是些普通货色，不过没关系，我不打算用他们战斗，只要能让我站起来，写写算算就好。
Actually depicts full amputee. Yeah, I mean, that's not even the thing. It's just like the depiction of like this medical setting that's clearly like unethical in all these ways. I don't know. That's really dark. I a little bit didn't expect that. Even though we literally talked about organ harvesting the other day.
我的价值在于，我记得，只有这颗脑子没被毁掉，所以，我记得。
Shady back alley lab, yeah, for real.
我记得家的感觉，和姐妹们在一起的时光。我记得只要在队长身边，我们白银军就是被期待的最强的战力。我也记得，我曾协助他们的研究，用我这双手迎接新姐妹来到世上。
Sorry, my brain immediately went to like a normal birth, and I was like, "Whoa!" They had the anbys had to work as like nursemaids, or what are they called? Don't remember the name for it now. But no, that's not how they're born, right? How are they born?
那个黑衣从他的渠道帮我找到了一些不完整的研究资料，我用我记得的那些碎片加以验证和弥补，最终基本复原了白银军的技术。幸好我记得，我活下来，并且记得那些事，所以重建白银军就是我的使命。
That's a pretty good motivation, though.
因为这里是我的家，我们的家。
Even a little confused still.
安比队长，喜欢我这个计划吗？
Ah, of course you knew.
你是什么时候发现的？
我的小狗早就发现了，它在我的示意下，已经叫人来了。队长，其实你来找我，我很开心。我一直觉得我们应该好好聊聊。
把它还给我，我们就还有的聊。
自己来抢吧。
Man, defying your captain like that? Where's your military training, girl? I'll be rushed to the lab and reunite the trigger. I like that they give you a really... they have a guy sneak attack you. That's pretty cool. I wish there's a little bit more like way to express skill in this game. I do really like the dodge mechanics and like the gameplay of it is fun, but I don't know. I somehow wish it was a little bit more cool to just like dodge everything. Like they should make a character whose dodge counter is just really busted. And they just have enemies that make you dodge more. They have more bosses, I think. That's basically Jane? I guess, but like, Jane's not as good anymore nowadays.
Danny， 目标已有皮探，了解。击破。
For parry dodging though, sounds satisfying. Parrying is really satisfying. I just think that they should have a character that has a really good, because parrying is for like multiple characters. If you have a full team that does damage, that's one thing. But I want like solo runs with this one character where it's just like they do like really sick dodge combo chains. That's what I want. But that character is only good against like bosses or enemies that have like a lot of attacks. Hey John Arcs, good to see you again.
烦死了，笨蛋！什么叫我是哪边的？我当然是我们这边的，只是因为你这家伙是我制造出来，没有见识过安比队长全盛时的姿态。经历了那些事，我以为我会忘掉， 没想到还记得。队长，你已经把那身军服扔掉了吗？
I kind of also don't like how. I don't know. I just don't like the I don't like the uniform.
翠姬，
I prefer seeing tummy over the chest thing.
我要是你，我会留下来当睡衣穿，每天都睡在当年的光荣和痛苦上，很不错吧？
As pajamas.
翠姬，直到今天，我都不知道你还活着。
一直都最不擅长战斗的我，居然能幸存下来。队长，你想不到也是理所应当的。
你并非不擅长战斗，就算力量有所不足，你的头脑已足够弥补。
是啊，我当然记得，你对我说过这样的话。你劝他们留下了我，还鼓励我正视自己的价值。没错，我有价值。时至今日，我可太明白了，废物可以轻松的死掉，我却不行。
Man.
我有价值，很珍贵，总有人看到我的珍贵之处。
Don't you hate when you're trying to like
像
rehab
当初的你一样。
when you try to help someone who's traumatized and it actually pushes them off a little bit off the opposite deep end?
有时我会想，如果我不属于白银军，而是任何一个普普通通的新爱丽都市民，现在的我可能在怀斯塔学会研究以太在特定空洞中的3种表达形式吧。我的头脑也许不坏，但聪明分很多种。对于该如何争夺利益、看穿谎言、利用有限资源在这世上过得更好的那种聪明，在白银军长大的我一窍不通。
I'm like so bothered, by the way, by that imagery of her being dissected, basically, while being fully conscious and like lucid about it. That's like, ugh.
我是在这些年间慢慢学到的。
That's like really, that's really shaking me.
别受苦了，这是你做这些事的理由吗？
做这些不需要理由，至少不需要说服你，只需要说服我的资助者。
你明明应该比任何人都清楚，白银军是罪恶的，这项技术绝对不该重现。
罪恶的？你是说你、我，还有我们的所有姐妹，我们都有罪？
我们是罪恶本身，
所以我们应该被消灭。
我们至少不该活成罪恶。
我明白了，真是太有帮助了，队长。我们应该吃汉堡、看电影、找份工作、和人约会。我们不应该四肢尽废，被折磨、被买卖，艰难求生。安比队长，你知道我喜欢你，不管怎么样都不会恨你的。但这不代表你就能在我面前轻松地说出这些话。
Sorry, unrelated. But you kind of got a point. Yeah. Yeah. She didn't get that choice. But she should have that choice. But no, I know what you mean. We're back? Okay, we're back. Yeah, one thing I notice a lot in English localization is that sometimes they'll say like words like, oh yeah, I like you in the native language or the dub. And then in English they'll be like, I care about you. Like, come on. I don't like that the words I like you has a connotation of like romantic like now. Bothers me. Bothers me.
你知道我在哪里，不是吗？哼，你知道我住在哪里，吃什么汉堡，看什么电影，见什么人。既然你知道，你可以来找我，翠姬。我是你的队长，我会亲自给予你应有的惩罚，然后和你一起赎罪。
Aww.
队长
/ J.
在你犯下更大的错误之前，
I do like that even now Anby's still like, how do I say, like trying to look for redemption for the girls.
幸好我及时找到了你，幸好这一切还没变得更糟。我有很多话一定要对你说清楚。 但不是现在。现
A body test in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's pale, but there are signs of life in her and she's breathing faintly.
我把你最喜欢的一个还给你。现在我们两不相欠了。啊，
翠姬，
我们两不相欠。今后，请你别再以队长自居，对我说这些蠢话。
Twiggy kicks the limp Soldier 11 on the ground. Anby quickly lifts her up and hands her to Trigger.
11号，喂，醒醒！11号，安比，他现在的情况很不乐观，我们得尽快离开空洞。
What words are used for Twiggy and CN? It's pretty much the same thing. It's just like, how do I say? It sounds just like Twiggy. They say like, hold on.
翠姬，
退季. I don't think it's meant to mean anything, but I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know. I don't know my Chinese well enough.
我明白了，翠姬，我会回来的，我不会抛下你不管。
恶心！就像我说的，安比，别再对我说这些话。我讨厌看着这张和我一样的脸，说出这种肉麻话。
这并不肉麻，希望你会习惯。
Aww.
我们走吧，安吉。
Twiggy stands and watches Anby leaves.
喂，帮我联系那个人。哦，烦死了！我会不知道吗？不该让我中间商直接联系金主。但你也看到了吧，他找来的这群垃圾根本收拾不了现在的局面。我们唯一的机会是，安比变弱了。
They also say it differently here. Instead of exploiting her inner weakness, they say that she's become weak.
他抛弃了他最大的优点，那种不顾一切、破坏殆尽的战斗方式。现在的他，像个拖家带口的佣兵，太想活到金主结账的那一刻。
Okay, this is kind of funny though, because this is true. She did get a family, and she's focused on surviving to get the paycheck. that is kind of how it is.
只要使用那个方法，我就能对付他。我必须保住这一切，不然我一直以来
你都非常努力，小翠姬。
别那么叫我。
你知道的，你的研究非常重要。你和我一样，我们从事的是这世上唯一值得奋斗的事业。 那就是给予人们希望。
I do like angry characters. Angry characters are kind of funny.
当然，我理解，在希望降临前，有些事情只有绝对的暴力才能解决。上次提到的东西，派你的跟班来取吧。这可不完全是心爱力度的技术，千万小心使用啊。
Oh, they're a do tech. That's exciting. Hi, Flagel. Anby, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How's Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness. As you requested, I left her at the random... Sorry. I need to not laugh. I left her at the Random Play video store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. Man, the Foxes are not getting a break. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Now is not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Anby follows Trigger to the video store. Anby, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how is her condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? Well, if she's here, then we've already seen her, no? she fits perfectly on the sofa. That's pretty rare. Anby approaches Soldier 11 and softly calls out a name. We still don't know what it is, huh? They're not telling us, huh? Looks like it didn't work. Anby lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave. Already?
这是哪里？我是。
你醒了，下。
Right, I remember that now.
太好了，我一直在担心你，11号。
Yellow's happy.
11号，那是我的名字吗？好奇怪，而且很容易叫错，和16105号之类搞混。
So true.
笨蛋才会叫这种名字吧。
So true.
你这么有精神真不错，但我不许你这么说自己。
记忆出了差错，说明他的伤比看起来还要严重。白银菌的复制体在遭受重创之后，率先出问题的总是记忆。就连当初的我，也有一段什么都想不起来的时间。
是这样吗？那么，战斗的诀窍之类的呢？
Yeah, I think Teal is thinking.
如果失去了战斗能力，难道防卫军要抛弃他吗？至少我们不会。生姜。
是啊，录像店多一张嘴吃饭，对我们来说不过是每月电费的零头罢了。
That sounds cringe. Honestly, that's real though. I can't believe they just. I can't believe they'd say that about a fairy though. Hey Jeff, let's go see you again. I'm doing pretty well, thank you for asking.
再说，我们的小黑猫也差不多玩腻我了，需要有人每天陪它玩。
Black cat.
录像店有多缺人手，卡荣啊，不对，班基小姐应该还记得吧？
Oh.
卡荣。
Fatal trigger.
还是这么爱开玩笑，这就是店长受欢迎的秘密啊。玩笑归玩笑，我不敢替防卫军打包票，至少奥布勒斯小队绝不会放弃他。
Just want to stop by? No worries. Thank you for coming by.
明白。我们很了解11号的坚韧之处，他一定能够痊愈的。
看起来安比你很清楚11号的事吗？能告诉我们吗？
You can have the cat you meet on 6 eventually. Shoot, I haven't done that. I've been kind of slacking in all the side missions because I just kind of find them boring. See you. No worries. Have a good day. Survive, don't die.
真的可以这样麻烦你们吗？
你能给我们添的麻烦，不过是妮可给我们添的那些麻烦的零头罢了。而且，11号也是我们的朋友。
这样吗？其实也没什么特别的。让他温暖、舒适、安全，心情放松。哦，还有熟悉之人的陪伴，喜欢的食物。
I do like how Anby didn't really give me this vibe before, but she does act a lot like an older sister, which is nice.
对了，我去给他买几个汉堡，补充能量吧。我这就去。安比，别慌，11号喜欢的食物并不是汉堡哦。不是吗？那么是什么？
When your sibling doesn't like the same food that you do, man.
就在刚刚，那位班基小姐好像已经跑出去买了。
你应该可以在锦鲤面馆附近找到她。对了，乔普师傅也很担心11号来着，记得跟他也说一声，让他放心吧。
放心去吧，11号由我们来照顾。
Eepy. Let's go get noodles, guys. Let's go get noodles. I love noodles. I almost got noodles today. I should have got noodles today. I love noodles. Hi.
我向那位热情的大叔买了一份11号最喜欢的爆辣拉面。
I also like spicy noodles, man. Spicy noodles are so good.
虽然看不到面有多红，但是辣椒的蒸汽都快让我哭出来了。
他最喜欢的拉面口味，原来是这个。我不知道。
至少我认识的他是这样。他任务之间一有闲暇，就会跑到6分街来。我时常觉得，这里没准比军营让他更有归属感。他的话不多，除了训练、战功和晋升，他聊的最多的就是这里的事：超辣拉面、录像店、街机、 猫。
Cats. I love cats, man. Spicy soldier love being one of my faves. I can't stand spicy noodles. It's time to learn, I think. Not to be toxic or anything, but I think spicy noodles are worth suffering for.
他聊过我的事吗？
Aww.
你听了大概会不开心吧？
Aww.
11号没有提起过安比，不过他对背叛这件事好像非常在意。
Yeah, I think spicy food is like, once you learn to like spicy food, it becomes like the only kind of food you want to eat most days.
看起来，曾有个对他而言至关重要、十分憧憬的人，因为某种原因消失了，留下一夕之间分崩离析的局面。那
Aww.
个人连句解释都没留下，在军中，这样的脱队只能被视为叛逃。时日一久，甚至会被那些不相干的官僚粗暴地断定为已经死亡。
I do like spicy noodles, but the character's reaction to Soldier 11's preferences are beyond my pay grade. I have no clue what that means. Well, that sounds fun.
对此，你有什么头绪吗？
我无话可说。他恨我是他的自由。
But then he gets stomach issues later in life and can't eat them anymore. Well, you know what you do then is you cry a little bit and then you continue to eat spicy food despite the stomach issues it gives you. Spice just hurts most of the time. You can taste most of the food. That's fair, but you do have to start like very, very mildly. Like when you're training yourself to eat spicy food, you have to train yourself slowly. Haven't seen you in a while? Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? It's good to see you again. Soldier 11 likes absurdly spicy stuff. I do too. I know that sometimes I eat food in my family and then they'll take a bite of it, right? They'll be like, "What the heck, latte?" Kimchi is where I draw the line. You should eat more kimchi. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude about that, but that's kind of crazy to me considering I don't find kimchi spicy at all.
这话真是冷酷，连我听了都受不了。我能给你个建议吗？
什么建议？
如果你想修复和11号的关系，就请别对他这么说。
Damn, she's angry now.
千万别。
Dang.
但这是实情，我没什么好解释的。我离开军队之初失去了记忆，等到记忆恢复，我想联系他，于是拜托妮可去调查他的近况。
This takes training to withstand spiciness. Yeah, you do have to go through like intense training. Like mental training as well as like physical training, I think.
于是我得知，他很好，他加入了奥波勒斯小队，是荣誉士兵，刚刚获得晋升。他有了新的队长，新的战友。我判断，白银军的那些过往只会拖累他。我没有理由再次出现在他面前。安吉，
什么？
告诉我，如果你是我，你也会做出相同的判断。
如果我是你，我可能会的。
I do wonder what pink means.
果然，所以他纵有怨恨，也是我应得的。
但我不是你，安比，这就是区别。如果是我的话，我一定会让11号知道，他从未被背叛。 从未被割舍，从他的战友，从来都没有放弃他，会尽一切努力找到他，永远都不会忘记他。
Sorry, I'm looking at the one strand of hair in front of Anby's face, like the one that sticks out of the rest of her hair, and just like the way that it wiggles, like. Ooh. Expedition of Soldier 11 / Anby thingy so early. I'm actually okay with this. I think this is a pretty reasonable point to put it.
安吉，
Especially if the Silver Squad is becoming more relevant in the plot. It does wiggle a lot. It's like a worm. It's like a worm. You know that meme? Would you love me if I was a worm? I would love Anby if she was a worm. Specifically the worm on her head. A lot of ways ZZZ neat. Yeah. I'm glad that you're a part of the gang.
你真厉害，
这就是你的感想？
真的很了不起。做你的战友，一定是件好事。
完全不是那样啊。不过，这不是我们现在该聊的事吧，安比。接下来，你打算怎么办？
当然是回到那个空洞里，和翠姬做个了结。
退击。
白银军的技术，绝不能流传于世。但在那之前，我希望能向11号道个歉。
I really like that thing she does with her hands. It's really cute.
道歉。可是以11号现在的情况，记忆出了问题，他未必会记得。
这样最好。
What?
是
Messed up.
这对我的切诺来说是件好事。
Did you get the face sniper girl? No, I didn't. I don't think I'll pull for her because I want Vivian a little bit more than Trigger. But I think she's pretty compelling so far. She's like nice and mature. She's very sweet, right? And I think she's very caring. I mean, God, I'm listing off like some of the most generic qualities a person could have, but you know.
你的心理负担意外的还蛮重的。如果有我可以做的事，请一定要告诉我。
She's a tall lady. That is true. She's tall.
那么，请证明给我看吧。
我要证明什么？
One thing I do, okay, I have one slight little bit nitpick about these visual novel scenes. And it's the fact that they always put the characters so that they're roughly on the same level. So you don't really see who's like significantly taller or shorter. But we know that Anby is like quite a bit shorter than Trigger. And I think it'd be really funny if you had a scene with like Ben, who's like the tallest character in the game, and a scene with Nekomata right side by side. And then you have Nekomata who's like barely in the frame at the bottom. I think that'd be so funny. You can see as I wrote that. Same wavelength.
你能照顾好11号这件事，只有这样，我才能放心的把他交给他的新战友。
让你没有后
That'd be
顾
really
之忧
funny.
不一定是件好事
This
吧。
is Russian though, you know, this is Russian.
不过，我明白了。
I had to do this way, yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get to see extreme height difference conversations.
我会证明给你看的。
Thinking about the how to talk to short people meme.
现在还是快点回去吧。不管怎样，给伤病号吃坨掉的拉面也太
Not
过
even
分
in
了。
the frame. Yeah, I mean, yeah, considering how tall Ben is, yeah. She is cute though. I don't know. Like, just aside from like her poses where she sticks her butt up in the air and all that, I think Trigger is quite likable. Teeny's the only one that gets the short POV, I think. Really? Wait, where's 16? I hope I got the number right. That'd be really embarrassing if I got the number wrong. I like how Belle sits on the counter. Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right, so we're billing it all on the Cunning Hair's account. I hate Trigger's outfit though. Her outfit's kind of interesting, definitely, for sure. Even if she's kind of cool. No. Oh? As of right now, I am not Anby of the Cunning Hairs. But you walk, talk, and look like Anby of the Cunning Hairs, so you must be Anby of the Cunning Hairs. Ben Kana, but they did too much of the butt. Yeah, that's what I think. I love the color palette on the weapon. Yeah, and I also like the way that her, like... I like the way most of the characters look if you just look at the shoulders and above. Which is kind of rude to say, I think, but that's how I feel. Well, how can we possibly keep teasing you when you're making a face like that? Jeez, look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Wanna sleep in my bed? It's really soft, you know? It is objectively very soft. Anby, I also think it's best to get some rest now. Tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive an enormous electric bill anyway. Or maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. Maybe you'd rather watch a movie to relax. I don't mind keeping you company. But isn't Soldier 11 on the couch? Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Wow, didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad you have energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what we're coming next if I don't pull myself together. Oh? What is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much. It's a date. What date? A date? Good night. That's cute. Archived video archive. Let's do part 3. Echoes of Silver. I also think it's really interesting that they have the animated short things on the side. Pretty cool. This game is pretty detailed, and I do like a lot about it. I don't see where Soldier 11 or Trigger. Sorry, I don't see Soldier 11 or Trigger in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed, they're probably out on a date together, right? A date. Why didn't they take me along with them? Why should they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a date is no more than 2. Oh. Trigger wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11. If I'm not present, how can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. Not to mention, Soldier 11 really is one tough cookie. Didn't she get seriously injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Because Hoyo upgraded the game engine. Hoyo did pretty good for this game, yeah, for sure. Being able to use all their energy to prioritize stabilizing vital signs, retaining maximum combat effectiveness, that is the most basic requirement of a qualified Silver Company soldier. Anby? What? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want it in the balls or not, Belle and I are a part of this, and we have the right to know. And I refuse. I know that once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone. It's like a blockbuster movie. No matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now, that's a hard metaphor to follow, but there are some really good sequels out there too. Yeah, and sometimes the second film's terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. We won't force you. We just hope that you know that you're never alone. Wai's right, Bet. Wai's right. Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby, and you were even more naive back then than you are now. But even then, I had a feeling that we'd become partners in the bond of trust and share moments that we'd never be replaced together. Shrek 2 is great, Anby. So true. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the Cunning Hares, you two. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? Mm-hmm. I have something I want to say to them before it all ends. Well? Boom! Call it, Wise! Told you I'm going to contact the Hunting Hares today. Come on, got a cop up my 2,000 dennies. Actually got it right. Well, there I was, thinking it was premature to just go ahead and contact Nicole and others like that. So you two already contacted everyone at the Cunning Hares before I asked? Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nekomata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. Well, nice enough to open the shop. Do you mind if we don't... Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much. Really, I'm truly grateful. I can't believe they bet on that. That's actually messed up. That's messed up. That's crazy. It's cute though. I like that. I do think the Cunning Hares found family is really compelling. Why are they so far from each other? Where's Nekomata? Is she across the... Where's Nekomata? She's hiding.
妮可，
安比，你还认得我啊？
This is another another moment where the dub is a little bit different than the subs. And here it says who decided to come back, and in the dub she says, "Oh, look who still remembers me."
不告而别，非常抱歉。你想怎么惩罚我都可以，妮可。
Trying to assemble the killer team. Yeah, they're really cute.
惩罚你对我有什么好处吗？比起惩罚，我更想要的是补偿。你想怎么补偿我呢？
我
说啊！
我再也不吃最喜欢的汉堡了，以后每天只吃拉面。
Aww.
你这补偿的是乔普师傅吧？
That's funny.
不行吗？ 妈妈，以后你和猫鼬一起看电影的时候，我再也不挤到你们两个中间了。
Aw, that's cute. English text does fumble a lot in the latest patches, even with Ian voice acting. Really? That's really unfortunate to hear. I wonder if it has to do with the, well... I don't want to say it's like the voice acting thing, because, like, well, that's probably part of it, if it's the voice actors. But also, that is interesting. That's kind of unfortunate.
我记得一般都是猫鼬挤到我们两个中间吧？你倒是拿出点诚意来呀！
这样啊，我以后再也不要工资了。而且我也会说服比利他也不要工资，这样可以吗？
They're so stupid, man.
你简直就是在砸我们狡兔诚信经营的招牌！算了，这次算你欠我的。等到以后想起什么小额补偿再说。
That's crazy. I also like Nicole, how she's like, I don't know, she's like, she's a good girl at heart, right? I like that about her.
哎，够了，别用那种可怜的眼神看着我。安比，不管你曾经是什么身份，不管你现在惹上了什么事，狡兔都不是你的累赘。我们不需要你保护，也不会在你不情愿的时候横插一手。
Like, despite how, like, how do I say, immature and bratty Nicole can be, she's also, like, really mature and sweet. Just, like, in a really weird way. Holding together the heart of gold. Her heart is clearly silver. Can't you see it on her necklace? But yeah, no, for sure. She does have, actually, she does have gold heart earrings, so that's my bad. We're not seeing those sooner.
你不是我们这里唯一拥有血泪过去的家伙。我希望你能更信任我，不然我真的会觉得我做人很失败。
Yeah, she's just like, I don't know, she seems really unreliable, but she is sometimes reliable.
对不起，
That's not very...
我不会辩解什么。
That's not a really good,
独自出走，
argument.
确实是我考虑不周。
Typical problematic girl, but she's got a golden heart. She's got two of them, yeah. She probably knows that they love her enough to stay. Yeah, for real. She's always the best. She is the best. I love my girl failure and mess of a lady.
等到事情结束后，我会回答你的任何问题，再也不
Could
会
be
隐瞒
inside,
什么。
yeah. Just like,
这就对了。
how do I say?
乖，你知道你有多不会撒谎吗？
Sorry, hold on.
这就对了，乖，你知道你有多不会撒谎吗？
I think this is a good localization, calling her a good girl. There's something really similar in the end.
我知道的。对了，我还有件事想拜托妮可。
终于用得着我了。
有这样一位和我很相似的女性，她穿着防卫军制服，戴着护目镜，应该很显眼才对。请帮我找到她。
Yeah, they're so sweet, man.
放心吧，狡兔完成找猫委托的平均时间是3小时14分钟8秒，找人只会更容易。
How does she know that?
我这就去联系几个线人，一有消息就会让你知道的。
How does she get that down to the minute in the second? Do they carry timers? Are they obligated to carry timers with them? That's crazy. Anby, it's so good to finally see you! I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you! This close! I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. Cutting hair's jobs, I assume. I guess, but even still, that's still kind of crazy. How have you all been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known that you've been crossing this whole time. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose, so when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed deep down, she was probably really relieved. As for Nikomata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nikomata was worried about me? You may not have been able to see it, but our little Nikomata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we knew the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy. And she understands better than almost anyone just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nikomata was muttering to herself, "If only I paid more attention to her." She cares about me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. Said that she wants to give it to you when she sees you again. I'm just repeating words now. She has a gift for me? You look pretty shocked, and to be honest, so am I. I can't help but marvel at how amazing the friendship between girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girl bands or something like that. Oh, right. When you say to Gamada, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that. Otherwise, she'll definitely scratch up my paint job with her claws. It's like a steel ball steel wool on a non-stick pan. Anby, promise me. Please, say that you promise me. Lily's pretty funny. Oh, there she is. She's hiding. She's with the trash cats, isn't she?
谁在这里？
That's funny. I heard you missing now.
好久不见了，这段时间见不到我，你应该很舒心吧？当然啦，没有人跟我抢妮可的吸枕，我可是开心的不得了。
That's so cute, actually. Wait, do they actually?
人有2条大腿，就是用来给2个人吸枕的。某部电影里似乎有这样的台词。
Wait, that's so cute, man. That's so cute.
无聊的电影汉堡女，只靠着电影台词才能说出2句像样的话呀。这样吧，为了让你变得有趣，猫友大人大发慈悲，特地给你准备了礼物。
This is. There's one thing that's like a little bit omitted from the English here. She basically refers to herself with a like an honorific, I guess. It's like, it's really not. It's like it's kind of looked down upon. You're not really supposed to do this. But she basically calls herself like, I'm trying to think of like an adequate like English word for it. It's like Miss, I guess. Like Miss Nakamata has getting you a gift kind of vibe. I don't know, I think it's kind of cute. Yo, that's so cute, man. A doll meticulously crafted by Nakamata, looking somewhat similar to Anby. Why is it top heavy? Does it mean how someone often dives headfirst into the hollow meow? I can see it. I can see that. I like how like one of her eyes is closed because, you know, she covers one of her eyes. That's so cute, man. That's cute. That's cute. I want that plush. You know, they'll probably sell it at some point. Scuffed Anby doll plush. Made with a cat fur. You know, it totally could be.
看起来是一个玩偶，好像是我的形象。从这粗糙的针脚来看，应该是你亲手缝制的吧？这心意太沉重了，猫友，我不能贸然收下。不要自作多情啦！我买了材料包，本来想做一个妮可形象的玩偶送给他。
Cute.
可是缝出来之后很丑，脑袋很大，身体却很干瘪，完全不像妮可。稍微改动了一下，万万想不到，竟然变得跟我们的安比一模一样。
She's so toxic, man. I like that.
我不长这样啊！不，完全一致，简直就像你的双胞胎姐妹。赶快收下吧，最好贴身携带，日夜不离身边。
That's so funny, man. I like shipping these two. These two are so funny, man.
让我带着这东西，日夜不离身边。这家伙的肚子里，该不会藏着什么违禁品吧？
That's
想让我
crazy.
被治安官抓起来吧？只是因为这只小猫咪出身街头，不意味着你可以用有色眼镜看待它哦。我用妮可的吸枕向你发誓，这只玩偶的肚子里绝对没有塞任何的违禁药品。
Aw, that's cute. I like how she changes her tone from being like superior, like she talks about herself in a superior manner earlier, but here she kind of like makes herself like more, like she humbles herself a little bit, and she's like, oh, this little kitty cat would never do such a thing, kind of vibe.
那我就相信你吧。
So funny.
作为回报，也让我为你做点什么吧。你想吃香煎青花鱼拉面吗？难得你有心孝敬猫友大人，看来我笑纳比较好。
Ah, lady's a better translation.
不是现在。
Oh yeah, here she goes, immediately 180 to being like kind of like uppity again.
不是现在吗？可是拉面店就在附近。等到事情解决之后，你平安回来，到那时候再请我吃今天约定好的青花鱼吧。
She's kind of funny. The doll somehow feels heavier in Anby's hands. Anby lowers her head as Nikomata grins. Just bonked my elbow against my desk. Anby, I just received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumina Square. There's another woman beside her, and the two are walking towards the riverside. I see, Nicole. Or... Did Nicole say that one? Sorry. Thank you. Hey, quick, tell me I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best. Good girl. Have fun and remember to come home afterwards. Let's go to Lumina Square. That's cute. That's really cute of them. What a good found family. Yeah. Let us go onwards and onwards. I wish we could enter most of these shops. I think that would be really cool and I'd feel happier. They are a good bunch, yeah. That's so me. That's what that when I see a good fish, that's literally me. The land of found family. That is actually true. There's a lot of found family in this game, huh? what a chonker, man. What a every time I see one of these little guys. Actually, I don't think this guy can be qualified as little anymore. I gotta go. No worries. We have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. Thank you for coming by, Leo. Appreciate it.
原来你们在这里。
真对不起啊，安比，我带着他偷跑出来了。
你感觉还好吗？
你在对我说话吗？
I had chunky cats among the NPCs that walk around town. Hell yeah! I did see the physics for the cats, which is you know, no wonder this game is like 70 gigabytes or whatever.
你这张脸，我好像在哪里见过。可是
我叫安比，你对这个名字有印象吗？
我不记得名叫安比的人。也许我们确实有过交往，但很抱歉，这位班机告诉我，当前我的记忆出了点状况。我会好起来的。
They're dangle
等我好起
physics.
来，应该就能想起关于你的事了。
Hi, hello. It's good to see you again.
你和这位班机今天都去了哪里呢？
我们吃了一种名叫拉面的食物，像火焰一样鲜红，非常美味。然后去摸了几只被
Feature
称作
called
猫的
cats,
生物，
man.
和预想中不同，触感
Cat
非常柔
things.
软。
Things are good, man. I'm enjoying cats right now. They're both kind of cat coded.
我们去了街机厅，逛了商场，喝了茶奶，
It's a good
抽了
evening.
盲盒，在一个黑暗吵闹的地方看了电影，应该是叫这个名字。
I will say, one thing that bothers me immensely about Zenless is that they call milk tea tea milk. I don't know why it bothers me so much. It's something that's been on my mind. It's been on my mind ever since I talked to Coco at Tea Milk.
看电影时，有人趁着黑暗对旁边的人欲行不轨，幸好我还记得些简单的格斗术，当场制服了那家伙，
Oh
就被
shoot.
带去治安局做笔录。
Not even sure why. Yeah, I don't know. It's like... Didn't want to be too close to reality. It's still milk tea in Chinese, so... Is it actually? I haven't been listening to the line, I think. What the heck?
治安局距这里不远，离开那里后，班机提议来江边看看夕阳。
Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe the localization is done in a different English-speaking country than America, where they say tea milk instead of milk tea.
班机，你真是约会老手。
Oh, you don't know how they say it in the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't listened to that, so I don't know.
这些都是录像店店长教我的招数，我只是个好学生罢了。
The managers taught you how to go on a good date? Aren't they chronically single? Then the actual translation of milk tea in Chinese is still in that order? Yeah. No, that's part of why, I think.
总之，我干的还不坏吧，11号。我非常开心，虽然这具身体显然不太习惯悠闲，总是想让我做几组俯卧撑， 或者什么别的。
God, could you imagine doing work and exercise for fun?
对我们的模范士兵真是无话可说。安比，现在你可以放心了吧？11号是我重要的战友，我绝对不想再失去战友了。
Couldn't be me.
我向你保
Literally.
证，我会照顾好他。
Like, I have like this, how do I say? I keep thinking like, oh, I should probably like do some more exercise, you know, so I don't like, so I maintain and control my body kind of vibe. Cause occasionally I'll start getting like pains, feeling like, not like pain, but I'll start like doing something like running to catch a bus. And I'll be like, wow, my body is not used to this. Right? And I start thinking like, oh, maybe I should like exercise more and do a little bit of like whatever. And I keep thinking that, but doesn't mean I actually do it. It's actually really problematic. I don't know.
你可以心无旁骛地去解决那些事。结束之后，如果你愿意出现在他面前，我会替你证明你曾为他做出的一切努力。
But I am making plans to go outside more this summer. Well, maybe not summer, more like the next month and a half or so. See how that goes.
如果你更愿意维持原状，我也不会说多余的话。我能理解，白银军的过去，
I think that's a good
无论
start.
对你还是对11号而言，都是沉重的枷锁。
我会打碎这个枷锁。
如果是你，一定做得到的。
谢谢你，班级。既然如此，请替我保管这个东西。
It's a cute story, but Soldier 11's just there like, well, I have no clue what you're talking about.
这是什么？好像是个玩偶，样子有点眼熟。
She's regifting?
这个非常可爱。
She's regifting? Messed up. Confused, but still takes the doll and hugs it tightly. So tight it almost bursts.
请帮我保管，直到我回来为止。这是现在的我最珍贵的东西。
Aww.
请放心，你都这么说了，我们一定好好保管它。
谢谢。切！
江边的晚风很冷呢，我们还是快点回录像店比较好。至少回去加件衣服吧。
I can't tell what pink is supposed to be for trigger. I can't tell. I might be stupid. It's time to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. Let's head back to Sixth Street. I did like how Soldier 11 is leaning against the tires there. That's kind of cool. You know, this is the first time I've noticed that there's chairs here. I kind of thought this was like, I don't know, decoration that looks kind of funky. Anby, you're back. Trigger and Soldier 11 are getting ready to call it a night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn it in early today too. What the heck? Turn it in early today. I've never heard that phrase. Okay, thank you, Wise. Thank you and Belle for all you've done. For the Cunning Hares and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than the Cunning Hares. It's a miracle that the Anby of the past would have never dared to imagine. Anby, what prompted you to say all this? Did you watch some kind of weird movies today? I just suddenly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Guess we just turned it in for today. Yeah, right? Whatever, man. Whatever. Not at all. Good night, Wise. They're cute. I like the proxies. They're cute. You're finally back, Anby. Looks like you all had a great time. Have you had dinner yet? If not, I still have some leftover potato chips here. You can have as many as you want. I already ate. I had 2 hamburgers. God, what I wouldn't give to have 2 hamburgers right now. Really? Won't eating 2 burgers before bed make you gain some weight? No. I'll burn it all off overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a night run, take Wise. He'll be totally psyched for it. I should go on some night walks, night runs, nighttime strolls. God. Maybe I need to go outside more. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to go outside more.
我记得你是白天的那位安比塔西尼亚。
So true.
安比，是安比。
不好意思，
God,
看来
I
我的
wish.
记忆尚未恢复，搞不清自己忘掉了什么。
我可以告诉你。
告诉我，
你忘掉了什么？我可以告诉你，夏琳。
If I could, I would. I always think that, but I like realistically, I'd have 15 minutes that I can go outside most days. Like the fact that I'm not doing it is really just an act of laziness on my part.
夏琳，那是我的名字吗？
是你在成为11号之前的名字，也是我知道的你。那时我们会互相找一些词来称呼对方，因为那些词比较好听。管理者们也知道，只是不在意。
Hold on, I'm actually kind of curious now because I don't want to make assumptions about what I think her name is, but I have assumptions about what I think her name is. Soldier 11, Zenless. Should be a little section for other languages, right? I control F here. Man, yeah, I don't think it says anything about that. Never mind. Didn't you just say her name? Yeah, but because the language has a lot of sounds like homonyms, most of the time you can only really tell what people are saying based on the context, right? And that's how it is for a lot of Asian languages in general, but it is particularly true in Chinese because of, well, actually it's the least true because you can see the writing, but because we don't see the writing here, you have to make a lot more assumptions. There is a chance, there's a non-0% chance that her name means like summer forest, which I think is pretty. I think it's really pretty.
我不喜欢这个名字，听起来不够强。
Damn.
这话我也听你说过。
But like it could also mean like down feeling, for example. I think Lingan is a different, yeah.
白银军到底是什么？由谁来决定合格与否？我还有很多不明白的事。如果这些和我的过去有关，请务必向我说明。
我会把一切都告诉你的，只要你答应我一件事。
Yeah, that language is kind of hard, but at least it's not Korean. I think Korean's even harder to understand because like at the very least with like Chinese, you have the characters that have inherent meaning by themselves, whereas in Korean they use like an English-esque, it's not English-esque, but it uses like an alphabetical writing system pretty much, and that makes things hard to find the context for.
你想让我答应什么？
让我向你道歉。
anby recounts everything about Silver Squad from its creation to its downfall.
很多事我不明白，现在也不明白。我只知道，我们是军内两派斗争的产物。发生了一些事，最后，他们决定只保留一个复制体。
那就是你，安娜。毕竟据你所说，他们对你的评价最高。
Sorry, it's kind of endearing the way that she keeps getting the name wrong.
我不是安娜，安娜是别人。不过你说的对，他们设计了一次行动，目的是无人生还。那次行动，我本不在派遣之列，但在行动前夜，你因训练过度受了伤，我代替了你。
你活下来了吗？
Did you survive the mission? Well, I mean, gosh.
我目睹他们被埋在废墟之下，那段记忆至今仍有些模糊。我不知道我为什么能活下来，为什么还有力气站在那些长官面前？
高层竟然会下达这样残忍的指令，让自己的士兵去送死。我们是活生生的神。
Are they humans? I don't know.
这就是问题，夏琳。
Oh shit.
我们是吗？ 我猜，现在你应该也会指挥作战。你在送一整个小队的自爆帮部走进敌营的时候，会想到这些问题吗？
可帮部不是人，我当然不必思考那种问题。
Aren't they?
那他们也会说，白银复制体不是人。
Yeah, you're making her doubt her ethics and her morals.
所以他们下令白银军去死。白银军没有死光，他们便下令让我将你处决。
你处决了吗？
猜猜看。
Dude, this is kind of crazy. I think Soldier 11's like complete like I don't know. The silliness is kind of endearing.
看来没有。如果换作是我，
你会遵从长官的命令？
下达这种残酷命令的长官才应该被处决。你是怎么做的？
我逃跑了。我提出用你和我交换，然后逃跑了。我不相信他们，只有我消失才是最可靠的办法。失去了我，他们就一定不会为难你，因为他们只有你了。我选对了，至少现在我又见到了你。我过得也不错，只是用了很多时间思考自己该恨谁。如果要恨每个给我们施加过痛苦的人，仇恨就太多了。背负着那些仇恨活下去，我做不到。而且你也可告诉我，不可以恨我自己。
I think that's cute. I think that's really sweet. I do really like the relationship that Anby and Nicole have.
最后，我得出了这样的结论：一切的根源是白银军的技术，是白银复制体不被作为人承认的来到世上这件事。
Because you're inevitably gonna have a lot of survivor's guilt from being in that situation, but it's good that she has Nicole, even if Nicole's kind of the way Nicole is.
录像店的临借我的一部电影里，把这个叫做伦理。生命不应被人工设计。我那时候才发现，原来人们早就知道这件事了。聪明的人真的很多，所以，夏莉，对不起。
为什么要说对不起？就我刚刚听到的这些，你没有做错任何。我哭了。为什么？
对不起，我身为白银军的队长，理应对大家负责，而我却从那时起就辜负了大家。我不够明智，不够强大，也不够勇敢。如果我足够勇敢，就不会直到现在才对你道歉。我是知道你会忘记这一切，才敢对你说的。
我会忘记？不可能！为什么？
重伤的白银军战士，新发生的记忆会在24小时内归零。你的时间快要到了，夏莉，我不能再逃避下去了。我要去面对我们旧日的姐妹。我不知道她还藏着什么底牌，无法保证这一战的结果，只能努力去做。我可能会死，我不要你背负着我的死活下去。所以，忘掉这些话，然后睡个好觉吧。
Man.
安比，你这个自私的女人，我不接受你的道歉，我不接受。
午夜快要到了。
Anby closes her eyes and her forehead touches Soldier 11's. Soldier 11's fingers tighten their grip on Anby, digging into her skin. Suddenly, Soldier 11's grip loosens. Her expression turns blank.
这里是哪里？我在这里做什么
？11号，这是你的名字。晚安。
Damn. Immediately back to sleep.
抱歉， 是不是刚才说话的声音太大，吵到你们睡觉了？
安比，你打算去做什么？
这是什么意思？你是不是打算瞒着我们去做什么特别危险的事？我确实要去解决一些事，不用为我担心，我会加油的。
不要想着靠装可爱蒙混过去。我说过吧，这次安比你卷入的事，我们有权知情。
Thank you. She is cute though. She knows how to play.
而且安比，如果你真的像自己说的有所长进，就更该学会求助才对。这次的事，你自己未必搞得定吧？就算如此，这也是我一个人的责任。我本来是打算这么说的。
哦？
哦？
但是电影里的孤胆英雄，下场通常很凄惨。即使胜利了，也会失去家园、宠物猫、女儿或者恋人。
Yeah, that's true.
我不想再失去任何重要的事物了，圣将，请助我一臂之力，带我回到那个空洞中，协助我捣毁那个奇怪的实验室，和我曾经的家人做个了结。我和哥哥一直都在等你这句话。
既然让我们免费帮忙，这就是你的策略吗？
不要免费帮忙，你们可以记在缴托屋账上。一切结束后，我会回来还清你们的账单的。不过现在，我要去个地方。不要一个人偷跑去空洞里啊！不会的，请放心吧。我想让神将第一个见证我的决心。
That is good for her. I do like this character arc for her, where she's like, I guess it's because it's been done before, just like this reconciling your past and becoming strong enough to face it. But the way it's done here is, or has been so far, really well. And I hope they wrap it up well too. Alright, but head out. Yup, enter combat. They should really get a guest bedroom in the video store. The cutting hair is temporary base.
好久不见。
Oh.
复制体0号，白银小队队长。我以为再也不会见到你了。
Oh. That's cute.
这就是白银军时期的安比。
Man, she can go up like that, but we can't cross that gap.
还能再穿上这套军服。帅气的角色，还是可爱的。总觉得安比的攻击方式变了。换上军服，回忆就涌上来了。现在的安比真是可靠。
The new Humvee is so reliable. Old one wasn't.
以前也很可靠。
Yeah, exactly.
说的也是。
Wait, does she have a charge attack? I guess she doesn't, huh? Uh-oh.
我也有能为神将指路的一天呢。
Oh yeah, Eos is here. There we go. Look at him, little guy. Ugh.
我伤心极了，安比。我本以为这是姐妹之间的家事，但你竟然找了帮手。
Little guy. I can't believe only Anby has a bra. And even though it is like kind of a bra.
就算没有帮手，你也不是我的对手。随即，白银军已经不在了。重建白银军这种事，你不可，我们都清楚。要创造一名足以投入战场使用的白银军士兵，是多么艰难的一件事。
如果不需要呢？
Gotta go. No worries. I hope your rig is good, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
不需要什么？
有件事你搞错了，我已经做到了，让属于我的白银军 复苏的条件。
What? There's so many! Oh my gosh!
好奇怪，这些安比不对，这些人，他们看起来不像有什么战斗力。
奇怪，这些人看起来根本不像是士兵。
随即，你做了什么？
你觉得我做了什么呢？能让那只摘取我内脏的手停下来，并让他找到 TOPS 的大人物，资助我的研究。
Oh my god. Richard Labby catch a glimpse of something emerging from recesses in your memory.
不，这不可能！你在贩卖他们的器官。你亲手创造出我们的姐妹，然后把她们当作家畜。
我只是用它们换取了一些重建白银军必要的资源。我需要一个家，仅此而已。你也说了我们的姐妹，对吧？我们是姐妹，是家人。既然是家人，为什么就不能感受和我一样的痛苦呢？
Oh? What pain is she talking about?
可惜啊，因为我和夏琳都不够完美，我拼尽全力也只能制造出次品，除了供给器官，什么都做不到。但我并非一事无成，就在不久之前，我没有对任何人提起，我成功地改进了这项技术。今后的复制过程将变得更加可控。
That's... Oh, ugh.
到了那时候，一名合格士兵的成本将会前所未有的低。正像是立项报告里说的那样，用白糖和空气制造军队的魔法就要实现了。安比队长，事到如今，我们仍然可以合作。
And I bet they're all mute too.
你是最后一块拼图，只要你配合实验，我们就能源源不断地生产出真正的战士。实验会瞒住所有人进行，直到我们拥有一支庞大的军队。想想看，那支军队能做到什么事？到那时候，再也不会有姐妹受辱。白银军可以踏平新爱丽都，而你就是统帅。至于我，怎样都好，你甚至可以处死我，为那些被我浪费、被我杀害的姐妹讨回公道，随你喜欢。
That's... I don't know how to feel about that.
队长，你愿意回家吗？
这不是家，我感到恶心。很抱歉，翠琪，但我现在宁愿你当初死在那个空洞里。
Damn. Nothing worse than seeing someone that you love be irredeemable.
我知道，我也觉得自己很恶心。滚开！
Biomedicine appears in Twiggy's hand, and she injects half the liquid in her arm. Girl A suddenly snatches the needle away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
做了什么？笨蛋！大笨蛋疯子！你只是个次品，你的身体承受不了，你会把大家
想要保护你，大家，谢谢你，让我来到世上，不会让你一个人。
Strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed by two massive, monstrous shadows. Moments later, a familiar figure appears before these terrifying enemies.
战斗的技巧，我还没忘掉。
哦，
白银军阵型，对乙还 TWAN20。这样的你，很熟悉。
我也没想过，还能这么面对你。
回击！
I don't know how to for this.
回击
11号，老规矩。去我后面。
I don't know, man. That was a lot more dark than I kind of anticipated it to be. Oh, my god. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep. I don't know how to play this duo. I'm also just like emotionally kind of like reeling from that, which I guess is kind of the point, but also like, dang.
对方是司机，打，不要留情。执行，
这话应该送给你。注意敌方，
不要逞强，听到了吗？
Oh! Oh! Dude, this is terrifying.
为什么我现在也是回踢？
保护好自己。
Man.
平局的后果。
Where's the other one? Why is it so far?
去我后面。我不该怀念这种感觉。
至少不该经常怀念。
I need like, dude, I need a minute to think about what I just thought that scene. Like, it's really really hard to fight in this game. Also,
不会让给你的。
听从指令。
figure out what the heck is going on with that.
绝不撤退。
I do like how it's. Okay, I guess it won't take a minute. That's cool. Oh.
都说了，我不擅长战斗，但是有队长在，我不会有事的。对。
Where's the other one though?
你为什么会出现在这里？你和班机没有在一起吗？
是那位班机掩护我来到这里的，他大概还在解决路上的敌人吧。
你根本不该来的，你应该什么都不记得才对。
安比，原来你不是叛徒，而是懦夫。
So true.
要不是那只头重脚轻的玩偶，我就被蒙在鼓里了。
你是说，猫又送我的那只玩偶有问题？
他的脑袋里塞着一台摄像机，在电量耗尽之前，他记录下了你对我的坦白。
That's crazy.
我知道的不多，但已经足够让我做出行动。既然我们是姐妹，就绝不能让你独自涉险。
That's crazy.
而且知道你没有背叛，我喜欢这种感觉。它让我能够再次相信很多事。
升降，他的身体状况很不稳定，请带他尽快离开这里。
了解。接下来的事，安比，你要一个人完成，是吧？
What? Anby walks towards the laboratory building. There's definitely science here, as though everything that had happened was just a nightmare.
必须毁灭这项技术。
Wait, what happened with the... Did I miss something? Did like all the Anbys fuse together or something? That's kind of weird.
谢谢你，让我来到世上。
安比，在想什么？
升降，你还在？
放心，已经把11号带出去交给班机了。既然事情告一段落，11号就可以由奥波勒斯小队接收了。
是吗？那太好了。
你在为难，该不该毁掉白银军的技术？
有这么明显吗？我本来是下定了决心的，绝对不能让这样的罪恶重演。
I do like this ethical dilemma though. Don't compromise now.
安比是白银小队的队长吧？就我看来，你已经做出了正确的判断。我所认识的安比，才不会因为他人的三言两语动摇一直以来的坚持。
So true.
是啊，我竟然差一点点就动摇了。如果没有你在我身边，我该怎么办？谢谢你，升降。
这是只有安比才能做出的决定。升降今日的服务时间到此结束，我们在楼下店里等你回来。
Man, my friend hours are closed actually, so I'll see you guys in 24 hours when I reopen again.
就这么做吧。
Made up my mind. Okay, I'm a little bit confused what happened to the rest of the clones, but anyway. I don't think they're gonna resolve that. Andy, welcome back! Cunning Hairs are here to pick you up, and Trigger hasn't left yet either. I think they all want to talk to you. And make sure that you're safe and sound. Do you want to chat with them first? Yeah, that sounds nice. Wise and I will be waiting for you right here. Let's actually cold last. I think that'll be best. Has Soldier 11 been picked up already? Don't worry. I promise you, I will take good care of her. Letting her enter the hollow in such an unstable state doesn't seem like taking good care of her. It's not about letting her, but accompanying her. Everyone has things that they're committed to, don't they? I won't stop Soldier 11 from seeing this thorough, but I can make sure that she's not alone. Oh, so that's how you see it. And are you sure this won't cause any problems for Soldier 11 with the military? The military's fought the factional struggles never cease, and fortunately, ancient history like Silver Company isn't the focus. After returning, Soldier 11 will undoubtedly receive more professional care than she would lying on the sofa in the video store. Fair enough. Sounds complicated. I knew I wasn't cut out for the military. Don't be too down. I don't think I know any more than 3 people who are suited to being in the military. Including yourself? Absolutely not. Hi, Billy. Excuse me, cutie. Have you seen my friend Anby? I am Anby. You're my colleague, Billy Kid. I am really Anby, and I can prove it to you. I remember all the things we went through together. Don't give me that frustrated look. I'm just joking around. That's what you used to wear before you joined the Cunning Hairs. Not bad. It really suits you. Maybe I should switch back to my old threads too. I am curious about Billy's backstory. Did you give me that doll to monitor me? Yeah, you sure discovered that quickly. I'm even hoping to snatch it back first. I suppose I do have that thing too, though. That thing? What thing? Something like... what was it again? Oh, the right to privacy. I don't have things like that. I was thinking of a dummy burger girl like you disappears without a word again then. Nicole will be worried about you. You'll make Nicole super worried. Afraid to death! Sorry, I won't do it again. Pinky promise? Those clothes. Sure bring back memories, zombie. I was wearing this when you first found me. I didn't even realize how much time has gone by. It's impressive you can still fit into your old clothes. I definitely can't wear any wardrobe from back then. Yeah, I agree. Where did that come from? And where are you looking? Anby! I'm not... That's cute of them. You're still an awful liar. They're cute. Anby, welcome back. The cutting hairs are here to pick you up, and Trigger hasn't left yet either. I think they all want to talk to you. Oh, we already finished this. I spoke to them. Anby, you really do me fast. I was so happy seeing you smile again, especially considering everything that's happened. Because I've already made a choice I won't regret. I think. Then... we can rest easy for now. Wow, what a typo. Roxy, and Wise. I know just expressing my gratitude with words alone isn't enough. I hope that someday I get a chance to help you too. And then, I'll give it my best, just like today. Wow, now that's something we can look forward to. We'll remember it. Next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll commandeer Anby of the Cunning Hairs with extreme prejudice. Please be sure to do so. I will be standing by at all times, awaiting your summons. Afterwards, it seems as though a long time has passed before. Well, guess who I just ran into on the streets? Me. Your doppelganger? Now that'd be quite interesting. Maybe that wasn't the case this time. I actually ran into Anby and Trigger eating burgers together. Wow, they're really close. I thought so too, so I went over to say hi and catch up with them. How've they been recently? It might be faster if you just ask them directly. They're asking me why they hadn't seen you around yet. They're right by one for one right now. You want to go talk to them? Okay. I'll probably end the stream after this one, but this was a pretty good quest. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. How'd you get here before I did? Crazy.
炸鸡排汉堡，果然是最经典的。
I do like all burgers. Burgers are pretty good.
带着一身汉堡气味回去见11号，他一定会质问我为什么又吃垃圾食品的。
汉堡才没有气味，就算有香味，也很快就散去了，不会残留下来。
So true.
有的哦，是这样的吧？
That's right, burgers don't smell. 汉堡好像不会残留什么气味，是很伟大的方便食品哦。就是这样。哦，是，你是什么时候来的？
That'd be so cute.
是刚刚来的。听到你们说11号的事情，有点在意他现在的状况。毕竟上次见到他，那时的状态很令人担心呢。
谢谢。如果11号知道录像店的店长这么关心他，一定他已经痊愈了。最近的训练完全恢复到了受伤之前的强度，至少身体是这样的。
Only her body?
只是身体恢复了，记忆还在出差错吗？
也不算吧。今天我约安比出来，就是想跟他聊聊11号的事。
哦
，11号的记忆也基本恢复到了受伤前的水平。虽然偶尔会叫错大家的名字，但不会弄错自己的身份。短期记忆也不会隔天就消失。
哦，恢复了，太好了。
现在说好还太早了。那段时间发生的事，他似乎已经完全忘掉了。
Yeah, figures.
和安比你一起度过的那段时间，
就像我说的，太好了。
That's great.
直到现在，你仍然这么想吗？他仍然坚信自己被背叛、被放弃，仍然仇恨着那个叛徒安比。
这样很好，
很好。
Aww.
夏琳是远比我坚强的人，坚强到可以带着仇恨生活下去，很了不起。我不知道该怎么说，我能确定的是，他仇恨的对象是我，这很好，我们再也不会见面了。所以，我不会被他杀掉，也不会杀掉他。
Aww.
而一旦他的仇恨转向其他的人或事，会很危险。 夏琳的个性非常纯粹，像单质金属，在水里也能燃烧。我最不想看到的就是她的火焰伤及自身。
原来你考虑了这么多，
这些都是看电影的时候想到的。
竟然有那样的电影吗？
That's crazy.
下次班基也和我一起看吧。
Wait until Soldier 11 finds out that they're in cahoots. You're welcome anytime.
好啊，随时欢迎。
店长还真是温柔，偶尔被这样对待，我也会有点脸红呢。
The pink is like embarrassed or flustered, something like that.
我觉得班基也很温柔。哦，你们还要吃汉堡吗？今天的话，我请客。千万
Isn't
不
she
要
not
客
getting
气啊。
paid? Huh. Well, anyway. Val, shall we go home if you're done chatting? Let's go. That's pretty good. Agent story completed. Archive to video archive. That's pretty cool. I like that. That was fun. I enjoyed that. And I'm glad that, yeah, I'm glad for that. That was good. A scheduled past and unfinished duty. Ah, it's one of these. I'll do these another time, I think. But regardless, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. I enjoyed the story. I think it deals with some pretty interesting themes. And like better than a lot of others than the story kind of has been going. At the very least, I feel like Zenless has a little bit of a problem where the storytelling is a little bit weak because it doesn't feel like there's like strong stakes behind all of it, or it feels like it's kind of disconnected maybe, or maybe there's just the characters and the interactions aren't very interesting. But I think this one managed to balance all those aspects pretty well. I felt like most of the interactions are pretty candid, and not just that, but they're also fun and interesting. And I like the focus on like a lot of I like the character focus. I think a lot of it was pretty well written, and I do feel a new appreciation for a lot of these characters who I maybe didn't really have strong feelings about before, but I do really like the way Anby thinks now, and I think it's like we get to see a new side of her, which is I really like, right? She's a lot more mature than I gave her credit for. She's a lot more caring than I gave her credit for. I mean, I already knew she was caring, but you know, and I like that. I like the way it ties into the main story with the organ harvesting ring. And I just think it's well done, you know? I do wish it was a little bit more emotionally impactful. Like I kind of a little bit expected to be like sobbing my eyes out at the end, but I don't know, the way that they framed Twiggy, they didn't make her, I guess, like they made her a little too evil, and so I didn't really feel any comfort at her passing, I guess. And I didn't really feel anything for Soldier A, I think is her name, right? She kind of sacrifices herself alongside Twiggy, but I don't know. And there's a couple of like plot issues, but all in all, this is a good step for Zenless' story. And this is a nice way to like continue onwards, I think. So I do stream so late. This is the last time. I'm probably gonna end the stream around now anyway, so yeah, sorry for ending right as you come in. That's my bad, Susie. But yeah, no, that's a good story. I like that. That's fun, and I hope that Zenless continues to make good stories like this. I think this is really cool, and yeah, that's all that there is. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys also like the story. I mean, if you were here for all of it, of course. If not, that's okay too. I mean, there's always next time. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time, which will be a Tuesday. We're doing another odd time stream. We're doing Arknights' new story for Arknights. So that's exciting. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right, thank you. Bye bye. Wait. Bye.